Please enter the current time. It is... What time is it? 4. It's not 4 a.m. It's 4 something. 4:06. That's not the time. Stop it. 4:06. Confirm. Perfect. Hang on. What are you hanging on about? Before we get started, can I just say something? Of course. You can say anything. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. You're welcome. I think it's a courtesy. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. Yeah, I can see why. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. No problem. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the time you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Well, welcome back everybody to Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe Edition. I will still profusely apologize for my last video on this, but I believe I can do better this time. So without further ado, we're just gonna hop right to it without any introduction. This is it. This is the intro. Welcome to the intro. Alright, let's go. Alright, what are we gonna do?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
We know. Thank you. Oh, I'm back in the office. Look at this place. Oh, the time is... We're not gonna do that again. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Of course I have. Wait.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why is this the only computer that... What? Why is this the only... I can't turn it on. I can't... Huh. I can't... What it... Okay. I've already done the door thing. The sky looks pretty. Oh, computer. Am I supposed to turn off the computers? Is that a goal? Is that a goal of mine? Ooh. Turned it off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
You're right, I did.
It didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Do I care? No, not really. I hate Mondays. I really do. New content! No. I already have the perfect amount of content. Nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did. 413. You didn't turn off your computer. A door. Nope. A door. Nope. In here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah, we
Feeling
know.
a wave of disbelief,
Already been in the
Stanley
broom
decided to go
closet.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You know, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. Ooh. There's a note. I can't read it. Anyway. What do we got over here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
I know.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Oh no,
And then
someone spilled their
something
coffee.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
No, it's just repeat. Why is it repeating?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did the doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They are.
Simply repeating.
Oh no.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
No, it can't be
At
real.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yes, of course.
This is all a dream.
Everything's a
Oh,
dream.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
typing
weren't
the car.
actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying.
Ooh,
and began to
flying.
float above the ground.
Oh,
He
flying.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field,
Ooh.
and it too appeared. It
Oh.
was so much fun, and Stanley marveled
Pretty.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Yeah, who
teaches
are you?
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Who are you,
The voice
Charles?
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Then what is it?
Stanley simply deceived
Simulation?
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Am I?
Now,
You
hearing the voice speak these
sure?
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Are you
Did the voice not
sure?
see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I'll bash my face against the
So he
door.
closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He
Wake
felt
up.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Wake up,
the
Stanley.
press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
It's good. It's good. Very good.
Stanley began screaming.
Wake me up. My name
Oh.
is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me.
Why is
I'm
it red?
real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Wait, what? Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Hello, Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh, that's
She
good.
arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked
Oh.
to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and
Huh?
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Stanley!
She would soon turn to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Do
And
we?
in that moment, she thought
Am I
to
crazy?
herself how
I'm
lucky
probably
she
crazy.
was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
That's good.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body,
What about the ambulance?
and then she turned and ran.
What about the ambulance? You need to call me an ambulance, ma'am. Fine then. Don't call me an ambulance. Be that way. Huh. I know. Can I? Can't turn off the. I was turning off the computers.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh no!
He had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Nope.
No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
Mm-hmm.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me.
Yep.
Nothing will break me.
Nope.
In here, I can be happy forever.
Absolutely forever.
I will be happy.
Yep.
Stanley waited.
I'm waiting.
Hours passed, then days.
Oh.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability
There's
to
no
tell.
time. The
But
time
one
isn't
thing
moving.
He knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that
Did
if
it
he waited long
change?
enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Yes. Eventually.
Now it's just
Come
a
on.
little bit closer.
Come on. Tell me what to
Now
do.
it's even closer.
It's closer.
Here it comes.
Yep. Was that an ending? I didn't know it was an ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, wait.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. Oh. I can. Oh. Where am I?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Very.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Why drink it? I want to eat
Okay,
it.
I'm
Eat
over
it.
now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I don't know. Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like
You could too.
Right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
You could
Any
do it
of
as
these
well.
points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
You have the
So
power to
just
do this
push the
too.
envelope. I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
I'll sit here. I'll do it. This is night music.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Why, thank you.
The truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Wow.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
How rude.
He did it all day in a meaningful way.
Oh.
But his brain had long ceased to function.
Huh?
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
I don't think
And
so.
if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Ah.
You too will become quite unbearable.
I think I'm fantastic. You gonna keep on? Is there no way out of this area? I can't jump. I'm just gonna sit here for a bit, see if anything happens.
A few moments later.
I don't think anything's happening. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yep, they are
What
gone.
did it mean?
I don't
Stanley
know.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
The computers are still on. So is there more than one computer that I have to turn off? Is there more this one has to go off.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Stop
but
being
it didn't
rude.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'm trying to just figure out. Oh, computer! Did I not turn? Oh. Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh. No. I turned all of those off. Do I have to go back and find another one? Maybe. Computers are all off. Except for the one in my office, but I can't get back in there. Yeah, I can't get back in there. And there's nothing past this point. Like, after these rooms, I can't get in there. Can I? I don't think so. I don't understand what this is, though. That's right, I can hop up here. Input received. Purple. I don't know what that means. I'll have to figure that out. Can't get in there. I don't want to do the new content yet. I want to save that for later.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think there's anything else you can do downstairs, so I'm going to try going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I don't
and
care.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Gotta check every room. Check every single room.
Ah, yes, truly a room.
Ooh,
worth
cold
admiring.
drinks.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is very
Stanley
beautiful.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I'm done.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, I do know that this happens over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Now, I'm not sure. You know, we'll come back and do this other one. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Do not jump from the cargo lift. It lift while it in motion will cause death. Too bad.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Probably. I'm falling.
I'm not your enemy, but in his eagerness to prove
Oh.
that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
You did.
Good job, Stanley.
Thank you.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I agree. But there is that other platform,
All
so I'm
his
going to
co-workers
check.
were gone.
Shut
What
up!
did it mean? Stanley was so bad
Yep.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean there's something special in there? Ooh, maybe you can get through there. Ooh, so many possibilities.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Probably. I'm
not
gonna go that way.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I
There's
want
someone
to
you've been
fall.
neglecting,
Here.
Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Nope.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. What is it? Ooh. Where am I? Is this interesting? What do you want to prove? You haven't proved anything so far.
Now
Ooh.
listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I have to come back here? Fine, I'll go through the red door. I'll trust you.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I
The
seriously
problem
doubt
is all
that.
these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and
Going in
running
circles.
and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Are you sure?
I just I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Be sure.
And I think I have a solution.
What is the
Here,
solution?
let me show you.
Oop. Oh, thank you. Huh. Ooh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What am I looking for? What is this?
Here.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Good.
I actually feel happy.
Too bad. What's in here? What
No,
is...
wait. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Yes.
We'll lose all of this.
We will. You're right.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, I'm supposed to
Please,
jump
Stanley,
off.
think about what you're doing.
No. Whee!
Oh!
Oh.
Thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because this room has nothing else.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
You'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yep.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
We're gonna go backwards this time. Whee!
Or maybe you're just
Oh,
getting
God,
a
he's so
kick out
slow.
of it. I don't know anymore.
Maybe.
I just wanted us to get along.
Hmm.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
Probably.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Why you sound so depressed? Like you sounded angry and disruptive before, but this just sounds like so sad. Oh, 360, 720.
Is it over?
Yep,
It's going to restart, isn't it?
probably.
I'm going back.
Probably. Sorry. The end is never the end. You know, I probably sounded really heartless, but I really...
All of his co-workers were gone.
The computers are
Stanley decided to go
still
to the meeting room. Perhaps he
on.
had simply missed a memo.
Some of them are on, not all of them. And they're trying to figure out how to get the computers. Turn it off. Thank you. You... Ooh! I did it! Okay, so I just gotta die a bunch more times. I still don't know what turning off the computer does, but I hope it does something. No new content yet! No. We gotta go back now. Go here, go through here, go here.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Probably.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Sure.
I realize that investing your trust in
I
someone
probably am
else
the
can
bad
be
guy in this,
difficult,
aren't I?
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really?
Yep.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes. Red.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Sure.
don't let me stop you.
This place is scary.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map. Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this
Why is
is
that one
what you
brighter?
wanted to see.
That one looks brighter.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
Yep.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Change it.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ooh. A TV. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Ooh. Skid. Uh-huh. Stanley. Wow. Thanks. Jeez. I'm last. Very last. Thanks. Holy cow. Okay. Okay, I guess I go through this door. Or do I go through these doors again? I don't know. I'm gonna go back through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Oh, what is it?
Now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Perfect.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
Whoa.
the baby crawls left towards danger.
I
You
can
click
see
the
that.
button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Got
It's
it.
a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands
Whose
of
baby is
daily
this?
life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Got it. Oh, you're crying. Oh. Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is awful. Oh, okay, I'm stopping. Go die.
You heartless bastard.
Hey!
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Probably to
If
you.
it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What are we playing now? It's never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is...
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Wyoming?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Hey!
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. What we got? Ooh, windy. Ooh. Oh. Going downstairs. Downstairs. Ooh, what's that? This looks nice. What?
No, it can't be.
Huh? Oh, there's so many paths to go. I guess we'll go this way.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heaven.
I want to go to Jonesy Lake.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Okay.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
This is an actual game for a second.
Okay, I think
Squeeze.
this will be just the thing.
He's never the end. Is this Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
This is Rocket League.
A nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
What's sports
We shall
ball?
run the bases and do a touchdown together?
Yeah.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Which team am I? I'll be orange. Got it. Oh, I'm so fast.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought.
Aw.
And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal... Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh no. I'm just having fun. What is this?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Sorry.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Charles? I guess we'll go through the door. Ah! Huh? What is this? What is this? What on earth? Oh dear. I guess we'll go through this way. Oh. Okay, what's here? Nothing. Do I open? No. Okay, there's nothing here. Can I die? Is there a way for me to die? Oh. Oh. Hello. I want to go through here, I guess. Ooh, a light! I want to go in there. Nope. 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 Is this a horror game? Because I don't want it to be a horror game. Please don't be a horror game. 427. This is my office! Whoa. Do I shut the door? No, don't shut the door. What's this? I don't know what to do. Maybe the narrator's right. I don't know what to do. Don't do anything, I suppose. I guess we go back. Oh.
I wonder what he found.
I don't know.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I think so.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I suppose.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Can you? Now that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you watch these other videos? You know, that's a good idea. Come on, watch them. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, depress it. Now, come on. Please, please, I need views. Just kidding. Hope you liked it.